So in a GT car is a road car that's turned into a racing car. A car like this is typically more heavy than, let's say, a Formula car. In a road car, you're sitting a little bit back, but you're not laying down like in a Formula car or a prototype car like at Le Mans, because your weight, your center of gravity is a smaller fraction than it is in a Formula car. If I weigh 90 kilos, for instance, and a Formula car is 500 kilos, my body weight represents a big fraction of the racing car's total weight. In a GT car, because GT cars are typically around 1,300 kilograms dry weight, a driver of 70 or 80 kilos won't make that much of a difference. So therefore you don't need to lie them down as much. So typically, because of the layout of a normal road car, which is then turned into a racing car, you're limited in space. And therefore you have a bit of seat inclination and the steering wheel a bit closer than you would in your normal road car, but a little bit further away than in a Formula car, which represents a GT driving position. To explain it a bit better, and this car is not made for 90 kilograms, 1 meter and 90 centimeter tall guys. So the seat in a Formula car is completely bespoke. It's made to fit the individual driver, and this seat does not belong to me. This is Valdemar Eriksen's Formula 4 and Formula 3 seat from when he was 15. I'm quite a lot bigger than him, both width and mass-wise, unfortunately. But the way that you would typically make a seat like this is to have a shell, a carbon fiber shell, that you sit in, and in between the shell and you, there's a garbage bag or some sort of plastic where you put in two-component epoxy. And when you mix these things together, they get really warm and expand and create foam. And this foam wraps around your body, so you get the most amount of support. And the most important part of sitting in a racing car or a simulator is being comfortable. So what does that mean for simulator? Now you can see the seat here quite clearly, that it's quite reclined backwards. And in a typical GT car, it's not as extreme as this. It may be a little bit less. As I mentioned, in a GT car, your body mass doesn't represent a big fraction of the car's total weight, and you're limited in space because it's made on a road car and then turned into a racing car. And on this simulator that we got from Phoenix Sim, we've done a compromise between a Formula driving position and a GT driving position, where we can both heel and toe with 3 pedals in an old Formula car or an old BMW if we want. And we can also drive a GT driving position with an adjustable steering column, adjustable seat and adjustable pedals. When we talk about limb lengths, then you can get the most comfortable in your simulator, which is the most important part of ergonomics.